He had it all: intelligence, wealth, opportunity. Luigi Mangione was an Ivy League graduate, a valedictorian, and a rising star in the tech world. But today, he's accused of a crime so shocking it's gripped the nation: the cold-blooded murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. How did this bright young man's life spiral into tragedy? What could possibly drive someone with such promise to commit such an act? Stay with us as we uncover the twists and turns of this unbelievable story. December 4th, 2024. It's early morning in New York City. Brian Thompson, 50 years old, a towering figure in the healthcare industry, walks alone on a midtown Manhattan sidewalk. He's en route to a shareholders conference at the New York Hilton. The streets are busy but unassuming, until tragedy strikes. A hooded and masked figure lies in wait. The attacker calmly approaches from behind, pulls out a 3D printed ghost gun equipped with a silencer, and fires multiple rounds into Thompson's back. In mere seconds, the CEO of one of America's largest healthcare companies is dead. The shooter vanishes into the chaos of the city. For 5 agonizing days, the nation watches as law enforcement embarks on a multi-state manhunt. Then, on December 9th, a breakthrough. A McDonald's employee in Altoona, Pennsylvania spots a familiar face. A man sitting quietly at the back of the restaurant, wearing a medical mask and working on a laptop. The police arrive and make their arrest. The suspect? Luigi Mangione. The news sends shockwaves across the country. Luigi Mangione isn't your typical suspect. He's the valedictorian of his 2016 high school class, an Ivy League graduate with degrees in computer science and engineering from the University of Pennsylvania. Friends describe him as humble, intelligent, and destined for greatness. Yet, here he was, accused of a crime so calculated and brutal it defied explanation. So who is Luigi Mangione really? Investigators are piecing together a disturbing puzzle. Born into wealth, Luigi's family is a fixture in Baltimore's elite circles. They own luxury country clubs, golf resorts, and even a talk radio station. Luigi's upbringing seemed idyllic: private schools, opportunities to excel, and the admiration of peers. But somewhere along the way, things went terribly wrong. As investigators dig deeper, they uncover chilling evidence. In Luigi's backpack, police find the weapon believed to have been used in the attack: a 3D printed pistol and silencer that match the ballistics of the murder scene. But it's not just the physical evidence that raises alarms. Luigi's writings reveal a mind consumed by resentment and frustration. Among the documents is a spiral notebook containing diary entries and detailed plans for the murder. Some passages express disdain for corporate America and the healthcare system with phrases like, "These parasites had it coming," and "It had to be done." One entry references the crime itself, calling it a symbolic takedown and a challenge to what he called power games. It's a narrative of anger and alienation, written in Luigi's own hand. But perhaps most disturbing is Luigi's connection to another infamous figure, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Luigi's writings reference Kaczynski's manifesto, even calling his methods extreme but politically revolutionary. Police believe Luigi may have been inspired by Kaczynski's ideology, targeting Thompson as a symbol of corporate greed and healthcare inequality. Yet the story is far from straightforward. Friends and former classmates describe Luigi as anything but violent. They recall a kind, driven young man who never sought attention or trouble. One friend speculates that complications from a recent back surgery, combined with personal and financial struggles, may have contributed to his unraveling. Luigi himself admitted to estrangement from his family, and his mother even filed a missing person report in November. It's clear that Luigi's life began to spiral months before the murder. His writings detail a growing isolation and fixation on the healthcare system. Some entries are diary-like, documenting his daily struggles and an apparent search for purpose. Others become darker, showing a gradual shift toward anger and violence. It's a chilling portrait of a man losing his grip on reality. And then there's the question of the weapon. Ghost guns, like the one used in this crime, are untraceable firearms often assembled at home. Luigi's decision to use a 3D printed pistol speaks to the level of planning and intent behind the attack. It's a choice that raises broader concerns about the accessibility of such weapons in modern society. As Luigi Mangione awaits trial, his lawyer insists he will plead not guilty. The defense argues there's no direct evidence linking him to the crime, claiming the gun and writings could be circumstantial. Meanwhile, Luigi's family has expressed their devastation, asking for prayers for all involved. This case is about more than just one man or one crime. It's a reflection of systemic issues, from the pressures of privilege to the cracks in mental health care and the darker consequences of isolation. It's also a sobering reminder of the unintended consequences of corporate greed and public disillusionment. What drives a person to commit such an act? Is Luigi Mangione a cold-blooded killer or a broken man consumed by despair? As the trial unfolds, the world will watch closely, hoping for answers to the questions that haunt us all. What do you think about this case? Was this a calculated act of violence or the tragic result of a life gone astray? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world.